action. Shreya, are you ready?
Just 2 minutes only. Go. Hello guys, I'm Shreya and here I am setting up for something super exciting with Fevicryl. This show is the perfect chance for me to sharpen my skills and take my creativity to the next level. And if you're also looking to level up your skills, Learn with Fevicryl is just for you. Guys, meet Khushbu. She's an amazing artist with over 7 years of experience. From mandalas to landscapes, water paintings, acrylics, she's created some of the most beautiful pieces over the years.
That's so sweet of you, Shreya.
Welcome to the show, Khushbu. This episode is going to be super exciting with her. It's all about paints, but with a twist.
What twist, Shreya?
We're going to be painting with Fevicryl acrylic colors, but just with kitchen items.
Oh my god, this is going to be really interesting.
Are you ready to take on this brush-free challenge?
I'm so ready for it.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's see what do we have here.
You can choose from 3 to 5 items and we have to make something with it.
Let me suggest something.
Okay.
Have you ever tried a landscape painting?
Really, when I was in school, that's when I did try some, but it's been some time.
But you must have tried it with brushes, right?
Of course,
Yeah.
only brushes.
So today we will be trying it with these kitchen tools.
Let's do it.
Sure. So before we start off on the canvas, we will do it on a rough paper first.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea to start rough and then go to our final piece.
Yes. So we can use 2 to 3 items here. We'll choose the fork.
Okay.
We can use the spoon as well. What do
can,
you think
yeah.
can we make with this?
Clouds.
Since it's a field painting, we can make the flowers too. So with these 3 tools, we will be learning 3 different techniques. So before we start doing the techniques, we will understand the mixture of our acrylic paints that we are going to create. We will be using the Fevicryl acrylic paints today and we will be mixing it with the talcum powder to create that texture that we need to create this painting. So we will be taking the spoon here and we'll take the talcum powder. A spoonful of talcum powder would be enough here.
What does the talcum powder do?
It gives us a texture. Basically, it will give the thickness to the paint. I'll choose the pink over here and I'll take a spoonful of it. Remember, the ratio should be 1:1. You have to remember the amount and mix the paint too. So our mixture is ready now. We'll be using the butter knife. Take some paint on the knife. You have to start doing this stippling technique on the paper.
Okay.
The color is super vibrant too. So for the next technique, we'll be using the spoon and then you have to apply it on the paper.
Creates a petal.
So you can make multiple petals like this with the help of this texture. So this was our dabbing technique. For the next technique, we'll be using the fork. We'll take the talcum powder again. Then we will take some paint again.
This time I'll make sure I take a little lesser.
Yes. Maybe we can try using the art knife here to mix it in a better way. We will be doing a swiping technique and then we have to create this kind of texture. So this effect will give us the grass for our painting.
Nice, okay.
So these were the 3 main techniques that we will be using for our artwork.
Wow, we can create a whole painting with these techniques.
Yes.
I'm excited to see how that happens.
So we can start by creating on the canvas now. So we have our canvases over here. Let's take our pencil and start creating the outline.
Okay.
We have to take 2 points over here. We have to create the horizon and the sun.
Okay.
So for the horizon, we'll need 2 points, one on the left, one on the right. Okay. Now we will create the sun. Just a rough circle in the middle of the sky. Now we will start with the sky.
Okay.
So I'll be taking the sky blue more and just a tad bit of dark blue on my palette.
Okay.
So since I've taken the talcum powder on my palette, I'll pour some paint on it. Then tad bit of dark blue.
Okay.
So now I have created this mixture. You can see how vibrant the blue is over here.
Yeah, it looks so nice.
Yes. So since our paste is ready, we'll start with the sky.
Okay.
Now we'll use the dabbing technique. We have to create the dabbing strokes.
Okay.
I think we can go with the white to make it lighter.
Yeah, I think that will make it much lighter.
Yes.
So what are some common mistakes I could make with this artwork?
So mistakes are a part of creating art. For example, you have added paint on a part of the painting where you do not want to, you can always use a tissue and wipe that off. Because Fevicryl has very opaque colors, so you can always use different colors as well to layer it on the mistake that you have made. That's the perfect shade, creating a transition of two shades. So we have covered the left area. Now we will do the similar process. So now that we have the texture ready, we will repeat the same process and create a small part on the left side. So if we have created the blue part, we can start with the white now. So once we are done with the blue part of the sky, we'll quickly do the sun as well. So for the sun, we have mixed the yellow and orange here to create this vibrant yellow shade, and we will be taking the spoon, and with the help of the dabbing technique, we will be creating the sun with just 2 to 3 strokes only. So we will quickly make a stroke like this, and with a couple of strokes, I'll create the sun.
Oh.
So our sun is done. Now, just how we did the blue part, we will also be using yellow surrounding the sun, and with the same technique, we will cover the entire sky. So we will be doing the swipe stroke technique with the grass, and we will start creating the texture. So you have to keep the fork in this position and start creating the grass texture from the bottom. We have to create long strokes like these.
Okay.
But on the top, we'll do the stippling technique with the help of our knife. Okay, we'll take the knife and do the stippling technique like this. And this is how we will be filling the entire area with the grass. So we have let the grass dry, and it took around 20 to 30 minutes to dry it. And for the tulips, we have created the mixture over here. Now we will take some on the spoon. So we have to create 3 petals of tulip that will be showing in the front. So we will create a couple of flowers more, and then I'll teach you how to create the flowers on the back with the stippling technique again. So we will take the deep brilliant purple shade again, and we will create the stippling technique on the far flowers that are there on the field. See, I'm creating the stipplings over here. So this is how we will be creating the field of tulips. So finally our tulips were done, and we kept the painting to dry.
I'm so stunned at what we've created. I've watched countless videos of artists painting without brushes, and I've always been so curious to give it a shot myself. And thank you so much, Khushbu, for making this happen today.
It was quite fun, I must say. And you did an amazing job, Shreya.
Thank you so much.
Those who are watching, you all should definitely try this. It will take around 1 or 2 hours, but you should try it with your friends at home and see what comes out of it.
And with that, let me summarize for you what we've done today.
We'll start by sketching an outline to get a clear idea of the final painting. First up is the sky, painted using a knife to create rich texture and movement. Once the sky is complete, we'll move on to the field, beginning with the grass. A fork will help and add depth and texture to the greenery, making it look more realistic. After letting the grass dry completely, we'll paint the tulips using a spoon to shape the petals and add dimension. And here's the final look.
If you loved this episode, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and hit that bell icon so you can never miss out on all the fun and creative ideas we bring to you. There's plenty more exciting content coming your way, so keep creating.